What's up, guys? We back. It's us, Shinola, and we got a new series.
Oh my God!
On Fox.
Terrence Jenkins.
Terrence Jenkins. You know Terrence Jenkins. You know you might know him from Once Upon a Time. E News.
What's the movie?
Think Like a Man. Think Like a Man 2. His new movie that he actually had put out. So.
He's in a lot of stuff now. He's really growing.
He is.
I'm so proud of
Terrence. I know. He left me news. I was like, oh, what's he gonna do? But then he like went on and did his own thing. Like he got a good rep with everybody. Like everybody thinks he's cool. He's chill. He's like one of a friend.
Terrence
He's not like just an interviewer person.
No. He's everything. Terrence.
He looked good in that lilac suit too.
Hey, Terrence.
I know. I only watch the show because of him.
I'm always excited to see what Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I'm always excited to see what Terrence is doing.
Like when he was on Truth Be Told.
Yeah.
Terrence. So guys, it's called Coupled. A new Fox show. It's a reality dating show, and it was executive produced by Mark Burnett. Who else would have done it? Who else loves putting people on islands and leaving them? Mark Burnett, because he did survive.
Right.
So beautiful oceans. They in Anguilla. So I would live there if I didn't have the internet.
It's in this. I looked up. It's in the Caribbean. It's west of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. I'm like, oh my God.
That is
somebody take me.
Somebody take me there. So they got 12 women. They want to find the perfect someone, and they are all successful. Literally, they all like entrepreneurs, and they want love. And then some girl wanted Vince Vaughn, Alex. She's like, Vince Vaughn, I'll climb up that tree. They got accomplished bachelors, and they got accomplished bachelors, and you know they want to find the perfect woman too. So this is what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. The men will come on a helicopter. They'll talk to the women, and the women will decide: do they want to go left? Do they want to leave and go back to their bungalows, or do they want to go right? Do they want to go to the tiki bar and go drink and learn more about the men? Now, this is what's gonna happen. They gotta see if they got the chemistry. They gotta do this and that. So then, when they go right, the man will pick 2 women. When they go to the tiki bar, the man will pick 2 women he want to talk to the most, and go to the house villa. And everyone can say villa, but house villa, where they go and you'll talk to each other. Then the man will pick 1 woman from that 2
to go to the
couple's house, and then that woman has to want to go to the couple's house with him.
Right.
So that's
she had to want to go too from the tiki bar too. Like he asked, like she don't have to come with him if she don't want to. You know?
Well, but she said yes.
That's to get to know him a little bit better, like until the sun go down, and then
actually the second guy didn't even wait. He was like, "I'm taking you, and I'm taking you." He must.
I guess he was just sure. He was just sure who he wanted.
So you know they here to get their man. They don't want to stay single no more, and you know what? It's time to get coupled. Terrence said that.
So yeah, Terrence came out with that baby blue suit on. Was the baby blue first? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The first one was baby blue. We came with that baby suit on. I'm like, yes, Terrence. Yes, with that baby blue. Terrence with that baby blue. He looked really good. I know.
Well, you learned a little bit more about the 12 ladies. So you had this one girl named Talia. She said, you know, you got to embrace the unknown. And she is actually a substance abuse coach. And she's 27. And I want to mention, everybody's in their 20s. And there's only a few that's probably in their 30s. Maybe like 1 or 2 that's in their 30s. So, but they look a little older than 20, which is kind of crazy. I'm like, they so young.
I thought most of them was going to be like 27.
Yeah, to maybe up.
Yeah.
But it was like 23 and 24. Mm-hmm. So they really young and they out here looking for love. Like they've set on this. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, they already had their success in their career and everything.
I know.
So that's really good. Mm-hmm. And now, the only thing, like she said, the only thing that's missing is love.
Yeah, so at first she wanted to just focus on herself, but now she want to do this, and then this is one girl, she's passionate all about her man. Her name is Alicia. She's 29. She's like an executive assistant, and you know, she was like, if you love me, you gotta love my family, you gotta love my tears, you gotta love my everything, you gotta love everybody. Then Dominique, she's an attorney, she's 29, from Seattle, and she said how, you know, men always thought that she was intimidating or that she's too much because she's already successful as an attorney and she's tall. And then everyone's like, oh my God, girl, you so tall. She's like, oh my God, you so short. Anyway, but I like her. Then they had Alex. She's a radio personality. She, I think, is 23. She's from Kentucky. This other girl was like, oh, I'm from New York. She's like, oh my God, tell me everything about New York because I am from Kentucky and I don't know nothing about that. She's excited.
Like, I want a southern man, a conservative man. I want to live in the South. I want guns in my house.
I said, okay.
Girl.
So then you had Kristen. She was 33. She's a photographer. She said she liked that everybody there is passionate and beautiful and that they really want all the same thing, basically. And you had Brittany. She was 24. She's her own CEO to her own beauty company, I think, if I'm correct. And, she's optimistic. And then they had these little phones that they put on their beds when they got there.
Yeah.
And Terrence texted them. They like, oh, my God, who is Terrence? And I'm like, what you mean? Anyway.
No, they didn't. I don't think they knew.
Okay,
they
yeah.
know.
So they was like, oh, that's Terrence when he came. And then he was like, I'm not just the host. I want to be a young, handsome black cupid for y'all. So he was like, ha, 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 ha. And he's like, y'all gotta have a few minutes to see if a spark happens and if y'all feeling it or not. He was like, and I'm walking away. Don't look at my butt. And he was like, okay, we don't look at you. We don't care. Anyway, so then they was all like, cheers, and it's all a helicopter, and it's like, and Alyssa's like, that's probably the man of my dreams, and he could be in a helicopter. She's a model, so he landed, and Dominique was like, please let him be all oiled up and 6'6", and as tall as me. So it's this guy named Alex, which is kind of weird because there's a girl named Alex there.
Yeah,
and
to get to that.
He's a musician, and he's 26 years old, so Terrence explained everything to him, and he's like, okay, he's kind of nervous. I already could tell, like, he was nervous, and maybe before, like, stuff happened in relationships, and maybe he was like, oh, I want to be like you, and the girl's like, something like that. Like, he was really nervous. And it's kind of a scary, sad show, because why did nobody go to the tiki bar?
I know.
Then it's like, okay, well...
That would be sad.
It would be sad. I was kind of sad for him, almost. When the first girls was leaving, I was like, okay, why...
Everybody was going that way.
I know, and he wasn't saying anything bad.
I know.
It was just so scared. So then he was gonna meet the first 12 girls, and he was like, it was Dominique. So then he was like a tall glass of water. And he's like, I don't know if she was taller than me, of those 9 inch heels or what, but he liked her, and he thought she was cool. And he was like, that was a beautiful description of the law, because everybody's usually like law, but because she said how the laws always change and stuff, and she liked that, how she can like do to help people out. So basically, she did like him. She went left. Well, it's not that she didn't like him. I guess that wasn't her.
She didn't connect, really.
Then he met Alex, the other Alex, the girl.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And they like the goof troop.
I know.
Together.
Because he's like, your lips popped, and she's like, your pants popped. And he's like, oh my god. And he's like, his musician is reggae, hip hop, alternative, which I didn't understand. I guess maybe he working there and make that type of music.
That's the type of music his band is.
Oh, okay.
I would like to hear that.
I know. So she's like, oh my god, I like rapping in my car. I love hip hop all the time. And he's like, oh, you like a white girl that rap in your car? And she's like, no.
Yeah, so he liked her because she was a rapper. She was goofy.
Yeah, so then she was going to the tiki bar, and she's like, wait, I don't mean Mr. and Mrs. Alex. And she's like, I hate that. And she went the other way. And I was like, what?
No,
that was
they probably would have been perfect together.
Yeah, because they seemed like perfect for each other. And I was just like, that's kind of a little silly way just to go.
That's
just
kind of shallow. It wasn't shallow.
A little bit. Because they wouldn't even be Mrs. and Mrs. Alex. They would just... I guess so. Because they would have... If they took each other's last name.
Wow.
It would have been like Taylor and Taylor Swift.
So, they're there to find a perfect match for them, and if that wasn't what she wanted, then,
I guess so. So then they was talking about his pants again. Then Brittany came, and she had her own beauty company, and she specializes in wedding services. So he was like,
he liked her right away.
I know. He was like, I never dated an entrepreneur, but that's so cool. And he was like, dang it, I want her to know more about me. So he was like, oh my god, I want to do this and that. So then she went to the right. She went to the tiki bar, so she picked him. So then Alyssa, she was there, and they took like selfies with each other, and he didn't really get to talk to her that much, and she was 32 years old, and they had like this cool dynamic that was going on, he thought. And then she went to the tiki bar, so he had another girl. Then Alex had to show some more dance moves to this girl, Teresia. She was 26. She's a theme park princess, and she's like, he got swag, he's cool, I like him. So she went to the tiki bar. Swag, I don't know, but adorable, yes. So then you got Lisa, he was like, oh, you so colorful, give me some kissies. And, she went to the tiki bar too, so she went over there. Then this other girl, she's like, I want to look into your eyes for chemistry.
That was
really weird. But then she went out to the tiki bar, so, yeah.
Was that Lindsay?
I think so. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And that's who we ended up picking.
It was either Lindsay or Kristen.
Oh.
Yeah. So then this girl's like, oh, you got strong hands. You play football? It was Talia.
Yeah.
So then he was like, yeah, they big to catch balls. He didn't really want to say that, but he had to say it anyway. So then, she went to the other side too. So he saw Lindsay. That wasn't Lindsay. That was another girl.
Okay.
So then he saw Lindsay. He was like, are you an EY or AY? And she's like, AY. Thank you for asking. She's from San Diego. She was a dancer, and she wanted to see him dance and twirl and do a dip. And she's actually a sales rep, too, which at the bottom. And she's 30 years old, and they did that one. And they went right, so So yeah, so that's when he picked Lindsay. So we already knew that was like something might hit off, but I didn't know for sure. But then we found out. Then Terrence came back and he's like, that was all the girls. He was like, oh man, all the girls. He's like, yeah. So then he was like, I really hope that nobody said no to me, because if I get there to the tee bar, I'm probably gonna have a couple of drinks and go in the ocean, kill herself. So basically, that's what he did.
Yeah,
and Terrence like, oh, okay, I didn't sign up for this. No. Yeah, so then he was like, okay, well, you know what? You got to get caught.
Hey, that's when Terrence came with the pink suit?
Lilac.
It looked kind of pink to me, so it was cute. I don't know.
I know.
He looked fresh.
So then, he went to the tee bar. He was scared and nervous. He's like, somebody gonna be there. But they was there, and he was like, oh my God. So now, Lindsay was like, I want to be comfortable here. She wanted to do the chill and stuff. Everyone wants to be like comfortable, because if you do get picked with a guy and a girl, or if a guy do pick both of y'all girls and y'all go to the house, like how you supposed to deal with you and them living in the same house, which don't seem that hard, I guess. But then they was talking about, are you stepping over the boundaries? Like, okay, does that girl need more time? Like, what are you supposed to do?
I guess you can't seem needy, but then you can't seem like you're not interested too. So you gotta have to balance it.
I know. I guess you just ask them, you want to hang out, or you just gonna hang out with her? Like, yeah. So anyway, so then he was time to pick the decision by sunset.
Yeah,
and he took all day.
It was past sunset.
I know, he took all day. So then he picked Brittany and Lindsay. So it's like, yay! And then they went and cheered it off. And then Lindsay was nervous too about the whole situation, girl in one house, and how I was gonna deal with it. So the villa was amazing. Oh my God.
The bathtub was beautiful.
The bathtub was beautiful. It was like she was like, it's a Christian Grey bathroom. He walked Brittany in first, so I kind of got a sense. And he was like hanging out with Brittany more. And Lindsay was like, well,
he was.
Yeah, he was saying Lindsay was taking pictures of them. And she was like, I kind of feel like a third wheel. Yeah. And it was like a beautiful scene. And they was more excited for the scenery than the guy.
I know. But it was
so beautiful.
Oh, it was so beautiful. But then the next day, when he got up, then he hung out with Brittany on the beach. And it was like, yeah, this is our own private beach. And I was close up. And they was hanging out.
Making sandcastles.
When he came back to get the buckets for the sandcastles,
Lindsay
was sitting right there. He walked past her. I saw him look. He looked at her. He did not say nothing to her.
No.
Nothing. At all.
And she said she kind of felt bad, so she kind of felt sad about that. But then he finally started hanging out with her. And, that was okay. So then he was like, he really wanted somebody with intelligence. Because, if we ate something, we got something to talk about. Or we just going to be like dumb, sitting there dumb and old. So then, what's her name? Brittany was like, well, do you have like a type? Like, because I'm short and brunette and she's tall and blonde. What's it like? And he's like, well, I really like funny girls and stuff like that. And that's a part of that. The looks is a part of it. But he want like personality too. So that's what Lindsay got the picture to and everything. She had like the picture of them hanging out.
Yeah, because it was a group message she sent out. That was sad.
Meanwhile, the other girls, they was doing yoga. They
was having fun.
They was having fun doing yoga splits and then jumping through each other. They was like, what? Let's go. But then Lindsay finally got her time with Alex, because then they started playing football, and then she was like talking to him. She's like, you a jock or whatever in high school. And he was like, no, I was never a jock in high school. Actually, nobody really wanted to talk to me. Actually, nobody really cared for me in my grade. Basically, that's what he said.
No friends, he said?
Yeah, so then she was like, yeah, my high school friends that's like older now always tell me, haha, you need to be doing that, or like, you should start a family, whatever.
Yeah, be getting on our case about not being married and not having a man and stuff. I know, that's annoying.
I know.
I would be like,
shut up
get away
and go take your little snotty little kids to soccer practice while you be miserable eating ice cream in your soccer mom van, okay? Anyway. So then, he was like, well, now that I talk to her more, she seems more attractive. And, he's kind of liking how they feeling and each other, you know what I'm saying? So then Terrence came, because, they was all drinking. So they was all kind of nervous and stuff. So he's like, well, you got to find out who you compatible with and stuff. So then, he's like, I'm torn. I just got these two bombshells. Well, they were like he was too torn, because he came right downstairs after he was done. But then it kind of turned dark again. What's taking them so long?
I don't know. You really got to think about it. But they putting it, they're putting them on the spot, because Terrence just show up.
I know.
And like, you got to make this decision right now.
I want to test it.
Well, yeah, probably so. Probably somewhere off on another side of the island or something like that. It's pretty over there.
I wonder if they want Terrence instead of him.
I would. I would be like, come on, Terrence, let's go.
So then,
yeah.
He made a decision. He picked Lindsay because it was a deeper feel, I guess, connection.
I was so sure he was going to pick Brittany.
But maybe because they was building sandcastles.
Yeah, Brittany, he said he was trying to get on a deeper level with her and talk and connect with her on a deeper level, but it just wasn't getting there. So when he talked to Lindsay, like, they got down to it and they connected on that deeper level.
Yeah. And then they kissed each other, and I was like, whoa, on the first date and the second date. But then I was like, what if his face smells and she don't like him no more? They can't pick another man. They can't. That's
I
it.
guess they gotta leave.
They gotta leave.
I don't know.
So then Brittany was like, Terrence, is there any guys in store for me? And he's like, honey, I'm gonna help you.
No.
So then Alex was like, would you sleep with a guy in the same bed the first night you met him? So then they was like, I don't know. And this one was like, I don't believe in love at first sight. It's like, I don't believe in love at first sight. Then
Well, I don't know about them being at that place then, because that's kind of a quick kind of where they at. It's kind of a quick kind of thing that's going on. If she don't believe in love at first sight, then maybe she shouldn't be there.
That's what the show's about.
Yeah, really. It's about quick connections, so... But then that's when old girl, what's her name? She started talking about
how she accidentally slept with a married man. She met him at an airport, and she was with him. Then she went on his social media, saw his last name, and
she didn't sleep with him.
Oh, she slept with him. Oh, okay.
She met him at an airport, and she got his number and stuff. And they used to hang out and talk to each other all the time, back and forth. And then he texted her one day, and his name was different or something. So she looked that up on Facebook and found out he was married.
At first, I found out that was her cousin or something. I got scared.
But she was saying she believed in love at first sight because her parents, when they on their second date, her dad proposed to her mother, and I guess they're still together.
Yeah.
So wow,
that's pretty.
If you like somebody, I guess you know. And
yeah, that's what Russell Wilson just said. If you think a girl's out of your league, put a ring on it. So then they was at their bungalows, and Brittany was kind of scared a little, who's gonna be here, who's gonna come, and it was like, yeah, Scruff is good. So it's a helicopter, and finally some Melanie.
She wanted a roughneck. That's what she was describing.
Oh, she wanted. Oh,
God.
So then some melanin came raining out of the sky. I was like, ooh, we got some color here, more color here. So then they was like, oh, and then he was like, Omari. So then Terrence was like, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Dap, flizzle. And then he was like, that boy clean. You can tell the difference. So then he was like, yeah, he like edges. I like people say Alba.
You can tell
the difference when Alex.
Because the other guy, Alex. When Alex,
he was kind of nervous and stuff, but then Idris, my bad. Amari, he was like, hey, what's up? I'm about to meet these ladies 12 at one time. Yeah. No. So then it was like, I like people say Alba. It's just Alba. Anyway, so he's 29, a digital ad executive, and he wanted a woman to tell him when he messed up. He's like, if I stay...
He want them to hold him accountable. I kind of didn't like when he said that. Mm-hmm. It's like, you should know.
To hold yourself accountable.
Like, you want her... So you
maybe that means when he be, like, not showing enough attention.
Well, he said when he mess up at something, he need them to tell him, like, you need to get your together. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of like... To me, that sounds like you're gonna put her through something just so she can tell you not to do something. I don't know. Yeah. I guess you can take that in a different way. But I didn't like when he said that.
So then, Terrence was like, you like Denzel, this is in Training Day, King Kong got nothing on me, but he was like, don't say that in front of the ladies, you're gonna scare him. So the last thing they need is a black guy yelling at all these women on an island on television.
Come on now.
That's the last thing they need. So,
he looked like Jason Derulo.
I couldn't think of who he looked like. He kind of did look like Idris Elba. I couldn't think of it.
He didn't look like Idris Elba, no. Don't do that to Idris.
He kind of looked like, I can't think of who he looked like.
He looked like the guy I just said.
It was picky time. Yes. Kristen went up there and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm having a Marilyn moment. You stop lying. So
it was windy. It was really windy. Everybody's dress was blowing. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my God.
So she was like, Amari Stoudemire? And he was like, yeah. And she's like, you a huge NBA fan? And he was like, yeah. And she's like, so am I. So he was like, oh, you a good tall glass of milk.
There's some chocolate in there.
Make chocolate milk. Yeah, so then she went to the bar, so she picked up everybody. I was like,
everybody wanted him.
Everyone.
Except for
one, yeah. So then this girl, her name was Tarisha, she came up there and she's like, yeah, and she wanted to go right too. So then
she's like, I'm gonna run over there.
Yeah, so then this other girl went left. I guess because she didn't know what city in Michigan. I hope that wasn't the reason.
That was. I think that was. Well, that's what they made it seem like. I don't know.
Brittany baked him cookies, but she was like, it's windy, it's ants on him. I was like, why would you give that to him? She's like,
what
blow them off.
What kind of ants?
No, why did she
drop the cookies? That's what I didn't understand. He was like, she said, she gave him the cookies and said, it's windy.
So it's some ants on them.
Brittany, what's she doing? And then, what she mean she baked those cookies? They got bacon stuff and ingredients in the house.
They gotta cook for their man.
at a freaking
in a 5-star resort. That's how they're gonna connect somehow.
I think she lied to him.
What do you think she got about the? What was those?
Steph Curry had cookies there. She might ordered cookies.
Okay.
Brittany.
So then Dominique was like, "Ooh, it's nice to meet you." And she was filling up on him. She's like, it felt like the statue of David. Yeah. So then he was like, "I love that you dedicated law school. That means you was dedicated because that's some real tough stuff, and that means you're gonna really be focused." And she was like, he was like, don't fly out just to walk left. You know what I'm saying? Don't fly out just to walk left. And I was like, okay. So then she went to the bar. So then she went there. So then Lisa was there, and then she didn't like him. She left. Then I was like, "You cute, we matching." So then I know. I think she went right too. So then Alyssa was like, "Nice teeth." He's like, "I brush up 3 times a day." So then 3 times. Oh, he said 2 or 3 times.
No, he said 3, and then he said something. Morning, the evening, and then before you go to bed. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. So then this other girl, she picked yes too. Alyssa picked yes. Then, so who did you leave a positive impact on last? And he was like, well, I always tell my brother, do good, be great, be proud and stuff. And, just be a nice kid. Don't do nothing bad, basically. Or however the old he is, because he's 29. So maybe he's not a nice kid. Is his little brother or his older brother? He didn't say.
No, it's his brother. Well,
he just said brother. It could be his older brother.
He said his brother, his family, yeah. Charlie had a cute orange dress on.
I thought so, too. So then he was like, yeah, he's really close to his grandma, his sisters, and his, aunts and stuff. So then she's like, instant connection. She said yes, she wanted him. So then...
she really liked him.
Yeah, I think so, too. Then Alyssa made him do, like, a little pageant thing. He, like, the walk, the dip, and he did, like, a little dab or whatever. And she's like, okay, you can go. Oh, no, it was Alicia. Alicia did that. So then she went right, too, because, she like pageants and stuff like that. I think she's a model. So then Terrence like, well, how was it? He's like, it was dope, and now it's picky time. He was so quick. He's like, boom, let's go. He was nervous at first, and he's like, boom, let's go. So then he's like, what? So then she was like, oh my God. Tyler was like, oh my God, I really hope you pick me, because like I really, really like him, and I don't know what to do. Like, oh my God, like I hope I go there. So
is he really here to pick them that fast without hanging out with him a little bit?
I know, one of my
so weird. I know, that's a little weird. He should stay and hang out with them first. And drink
some tiki martini.
Yeah. Get them drunk a little bit, see what they're going to say, and then, like, not drunk, but tipsy,
Tipsy, like, like, I never dated a black guy before.
And then she out.
So he was about to say it, but then they cut off, and it was like the end. Next week is every player's dream to have 2 girls, and then Alex was like, I'm freaking 50 Shades of Scared because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Why did you say that? 50 Shades?
Then this guy, he's a romance novelist, and he was like all on everybody, like
kissing him.
Yeah, and it was like, this is what we came for. Then Alex was crying.
Amari do?
Because she was in the military too, the guy.
What did Amari do?
He was a digital ad marketer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
the next guy,
Lisa,
he's scruffy.
Yes. Lisa,
scruffy,
it's some real drama. Come on. That's what I've been waiting for. Yes.
What was they saying?
She's like, you don't know me, you don't want to try me, or something. Or
I'm
maybe
the
one
realest
of them,
person.
Yeah, maybe one of them didn't believe that the other person's relationship was going to work out or something.
I don't know, man, but, I mean, I guess they can only be so happy and friendly.
Jolly must be
for a limited time, and then,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get that attention, I kind of wish, though, I
wish they would have a timer.
When the commercial was on for this, they were saying, like, it was going to be the girl's choice. Mm-hmm. And it kind of is, but it's kind of not at the same time because it's 2 girls and 1 guy.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that the guys was the one trying to get the girls' attention. Because it's always the girls trying to get the guys' attention. So I wanted it to be like 1 guy and 1 girl, and then the 2 guys trying to get the girl.
Man, I'll switch it up. If they get another season, I kind of wonder why I didn't have like women for the women, or like women for the women, or like men for the men. Like why didn't they have couples on there? Was everybody just straight when they applied? Because something's gonna happen when they over there in the bungalows.
I don't know.
But how'd you like the show?
I thought it was cute. It was real cute, and I want to see the next episode. I want to see what's gonna go on. Yeah,
I thought it was kind of a little pretty. It was really pretty with the scenery. I'm like, oh my God, like take me there, leave me there for a week, then bring me back, but then take me there again because
you can leave me there for a year. I'm cool.
She cool. I'm gonna build a sandcastle. I'm gonna need somebody there with me though.
I don't need nobody.
I need food. I'm gonna need food too.
There's cookies there.
Food in there.
Brittany's gonna bake you a whole bunch of cookies.
And cookies.
Yes.
Fire cookies.
So, did you like it?
I already said I liked it.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay, guys.
yes, this is really good, and we watched it because of Terrence.
Congratulations, Terrence, on
Yes.
this new endeavor of yours that you have. You are not a host. You are a young, handsome black cupid.
And much more.
And much more. So thanks
yeah.
for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your requests if you want us to do more videos. Yeah, your thoughts on this whole
Not
show.
you, Terrence.
Not you, Terrence. Oh my God! You know what? You're free to request anything. So tell us what you liked about the show if you liked it, and we see you guys next time.
Bye.
Fox is always pulling something out of their butts.